Morning, everyone. Hope you all are feeling fine. Dear students, today we will discuss next half of chapter number 8, reported speech, or you can say narration. Students, I hope that all of you have completed worksheet 1 to 4. Now, students, let's begin with the next half. Students, let's begin with the interrogative narration. So, students, first of all, let's read some rules for it. The reporting verb is changed into ask, inquire, or demand, etc. Then, students, second one, no conjunction is used. Okay, remember, no conjunction, or we can say sentence linker or sentence connector, is used to introduce the reported speech if the question begins with an interrogative word such as what, who, whose, which, when, where, why, how, whom, etc. ओके बेटा, अगर जो है आपकी रिपोर्टेड स्पीच WH फैमिली वर्ड से स्टार्ट हो रही है लाइक व्हाट, वेयर, whose, which, then स्टूडेंट्स आपको इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस में कोई भी कंजंक्शन यूज़ नहीं करनी है. नो कंजंक्शन इज used to introduce the reported speech if the questions begin with an interrogative word. Now students, next one, if or whether is used to introduce the reported speech if the question is in yes, no and begins with a helping verb like do, does, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, did, shall, will, can, could, should, would, okay, may, might, etc. बेटा, अगर जो है आपकी हेल्पिंग वर्ब से स्टार्ट हो रही है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच, देन स्टूडेंट्स आपको सेंटेंस लिंकर वहाँ पर सेंटेंस कंजंक्शन क्या यूज़ करना है? इफ़ और वेदर. बेटा, इन सिंपल सेंटेंसेस हमने क्या यूज़ किया था? दैट, वी हैव रिमूव्ड इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स एंड वी हैव यूज्ड हियर दैट. बट अब बेटा हमें इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स को रिमूव करके क्या यूज़ करना है? इफ़ और वेदर. Now students, change the questions into statements. बेटा क्वेश्चन मार्क को हमें सिंपल स्टेटमेंट्स में, सिंपल असर्टिव सेंटेंसेस में चेंज कर देना है. एंड पुट फुल स्टॉप इन प्लेस ऑफ मार्क ऑफ इंटरगेशन. इंटरगेशन की जगह हमें क्या मार्क करना है बेटा? फुल स्टॉप. देन स्टूडेंट्स, observe the rules. Okay, observe the rules while you change tense of the verb, pronouns and words showing nearness. So students, let's read some interrogative sentences before we start that worksheet. First one, students, indirect speech. As you all know, direct speech is exact words of the speaker. He said to her. It's reporting verb. ये कौन सा पार्ट है बेटा? He said to her, reporting verb. Shall I accompany you to Agra? Shall I accompany you to Agra? It's reported speech. पार्ट विद इन इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स. जो इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स के अंदर का पार्ट है दैट इज कॉल्ड रिपोर्टेड स्पीच, और इसके आउटसाइड है दैट इज कॉल्ड रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब. ओके, इट्स डायरेक्ट नरेशन और वी कैन से डायरेक्ट स्पीच. अब बेटा हमें इसको चेंज करना है इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस को. तो हाउ कैन वी चेंज स्टूडेंट्स? ही सेड टू हर. सेड टू इज चेंज इनटू asked. Okay, he asked her. Then students, inverted commas are here. We should remove it. Okay, हमें इसको बेटा रिमूव कर देना चाहिए. एंड बेटा हमें यहाँ पर क्या यूज़ करना है? if और whether. Okay, he asked her if, or you can say whether. Then shall and will, it will be changed into would I accompany you to Agra. Then students, how can we change it? He asked her if he would accompany her to Agra. Then students, next one, he said to us, has she been spinning since yesterday? The students, how can we change it? He asked us. Said to is changing to asked. Okay, he asked us. The students, we have removed inverted commas and we have used here conjunction if. He asked us if she had. Okay, has is changing to had. She had been spinning since the previous day. Yesterday is changing to the previous day. We have changed it into assertive sentence. Okay, interrogative sentence is changing to assertive one. He asked us if she had been spinning since the previous day. Then students, next one, they said to you, shall we be going on picnic tomorrow? Then students, said to is changing to ask. They asked you, then remove inverted commas and use if there. Shall is changing to would. Okay, we is first person pronoun. It will be changed according to the subject. Subject is here given to us, they. So we will write on here they. Okay, if they would be going on picnic the next day. Tomorrow is changing to the next day. Tomorrow is changing to the next day. Okay, they said to you, shall we be going on picnic tomorrow? Then we can write down like this. They asked you if they would be going on picnic the next day. Then students, next one. He said to me, whom does she want to contact? He said to. It will be changing to asked. He asked me whom. WH family word. So remains same. Okay, whom does. It's simple present tense. It's changing to past tense. Whom she wanted to contact. He asked me whom she wanted to contact. Next students, they said to us, how have you solved this sum? They asked us. Said to is changing to asked. It's reporting verb and this part is reported speech. Now said to is changing to asked. Remove inverted commas and use your how. No conjunction is used here. WH family word is here. So हम कोई भी conjunction use नहीं करेंगे. Okay, they asked us how. Same word we will write down. They asked us how we had. You is second person. Change according to the object. So write down here we. We had solved that sum. This is changing to that. They asked us how we had solved that sum. Students, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech must be changed into the corresponding past tense. Now students, let's read some rules for the change of verbs. Here students, first one, is, am or are. Okay, is, am or are changes into was, were, was and were. Changes into had, been, has and have is changing to had, then had and had been. Remains same, means no changes there. Do and does is changing to did. Okay, like did not or. Then students, did is changing to had done. Had done remains same, no changes there. Okay, had done same का same रहेगा बेटा. Then will and shall is changing to would. Will और shall को हम किस में change कर देंगे students? Would. May is changing to might. Can is changing to could. And here students, some models are given to you like would, should, might, could, ought to, used to. Then students, no changes there. You have to write down same model. Then would है तो आप would का would ही रहने देंगे. Should है तो then you can write on should. Okay, remember all these rules. Okay students, now beta let's move on to the worksheet number 5. Work with your partner and write the direct questions for each of the reported ones given below. One has been done for you. First one students, Shirin asked her mother where her water bottle was. Here students, it's given to you indirect speech. Indirect speech given है आपको students, आपको इसको direct speech में convert करना है, direct narration में convert करना है. Okay, how can we write students? Shirin said to her mother. Then put a comma, then start inverted commas. Okay. Where is my water bottle? Then put a question mark and last close inverted commas. Second one, students, he asked when they would be moving out. Then how can we write, students? He said, then comma, again start inverted commas. When will they be moving out? Next one, students, the teacher asked the students why they were making a noise. The teacher said to the students, then comma, inverted comma, start. Why are you making a noise? In last question mark and close the inverted commas. Next one, students, fourth one. The children asked their mother if, or we can say whether, they could go out and play. Then how can we change it, students? The children said to their mother, can we go out and play? In next one, students, we can write down like this. Mrs. Raghavan said to Sunanda, how has she prepared this dish? Like this, students, you can complete this worksheet. Okay, students. The students, remember some points. When questions are reported, indirect questions beginning with auxiliary verbs are introduced by if or whether. Second one, students, indirect WH questions are introduced by the WH word, which begins the question in the direct speech. And third one, students, word order is inverted. For example, why are you making a noise becomes why they were making a noise. Like this, students, you have to remember these rules. Let's move on to the worksheet number 6. Report the following questions using if or whether, how, why, where, which as appropriate. First one, students, where is the library? Sonali asked the peon where the library was. In last full stop will be there. Okay, remember this point. In last full stop will be there. You can change it into assertive sentence. Is it raining? My mother asked me. If it was raining, why didn't you come to school yesterday? She asked him why he had not come to school the previous day. Then, students, which car should I buy? The customer asked the dealer which car he should buy. Have you been to the shopping plaza? Sonali asked Mandira if she had been to the shopping plaza. Then next one, students, how many of you have not done the homework? The teacher asked the students how many of them had not done their homework. Can I take a day off? He asked his boss if he could take a day off. Like this, students, you can complete worksheet number 6. Now, students, let's move on to the worksheet number 7. Read the following dialogues taken from the subunit A Handful of Almonds of the unit Achievers in my English Reader. Then complete the summary given below. First one, students, are you sure you want to do it? Said the teacher. Then how can we change it, students? The teacher asked Nani if he was sure he wanted to do it. Nani said, I want to try. Nani replied that he wanted to try. Papa, I have given my name for the elocution competition, announced Nani to his father in the evening. Then in the evening, Nani told his father that he had given his name for the elocution competition. What are you going to speak on? Said his father. His father inquired what he was going to speak on. Like this, students, you can complete this worksheet also. Now, beta, I hope that all of you have understood it well. The students revise all the rules of narrations and then students complete worksheet 1 to 7. Okay, complete worksheet 1 to 7 and then students try remaining part of this chapter also. Okay students, that's all for today beta. Thanks and have a nice day.